Hey everybody, it's Marcy from Texas again. I'm here to share with you two of the ancient oils today. One of them is the bay leaf, also known as Laurus Nobilis, and the other one is dill. Believe it or not, they're both known by the ancients. Before I get going, though, I'm going to read my disclaimer. Any information presented is not meant to diagnose, prescribe, cure, or prevent any illness or disease. Neither are the products mentioned here meant to do the same. This presentation is strictly for information and educational purposes and is not medical advice. Please seek a qualified healthcare professional of your choice when making health care choices for yourself or your family, your pets included. So, hey Lisa, how are you? Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm so glad Sophie's home. Yay. Hi Sarah. Hey Patrick. Okay, so the first oil I wanted to talk about today is Laurus Nobilis, also known as bay. If you cook, a lot of times we'll put a bay leaf in our cooking as we're cooking it, but we take it out because it never becomes soft enough to eat. That's how you would know it as a cook. We call it Young Living bottles under the scientific name Laurus Nobilis. It looks backwards to me. I hope you guys could that. And it does smell just like the bay leaf, just stronger because it's the oil. It's also known as the bay laurel. In ancient times, if you have seen any statues, Julius Caesar, the statue of Julius Caesar, they had this wreath of leaves on their heads. That was made out of the leaves from the bay laurel, which is the Laurus Nobilis, and dill. Both of those are in that wreath. And those two herbs were pretty much, and oils were pretty much kept to the scholars, the nobility. They used it to honor, and the Caesars, of course, they used it to honor their people. And hey, Dave. And so it wasn't commonly used among the common people. Today we get the source of our bay leaf is from Croatia. And here's some more homework for you. 1,8 cineole, or it's also known as commonly eucalyptol. The bay leaf or bay leaf oil is 35 to 50% of that. So do some research, find out what the healthcare profession, what healthy living websites say about that particular chemical constituent. Historically, the leaves and the berries were used to treat indigestion and loss of appetite. During the Middle Ages, they used to use the bay leaf and the bay leaf oil for angina, to treat migraines, heart palpitations, and complaints of the liver and the spleen. Today, we can use the bay leaf to support a healthy nervous system, for healthy oral hygiene, and to support respiratory and immune systems. Now, let's talk about dill. Oh, and bay comes in both for Young Living. They have it both in this, which is labeled for aromatic and topical use, and then you can also get it in the Vitality, which is labeled for dietary use. Dill, the scientific name is Anethum graveolens, but you know it is dill, and it smells just like dill, like dill pickles. But one thing I learned, I didn't realize it, it's also known as anise. I did not realize that, but it is also known as anise. And that your homework for that one, look up carvone, C-A-R-V-O-N-E. Dill is 30 to 45% carvone. Historically, it's been used for 5,000 years in Egypt. They used it to ward off witches. It's written up in the Papyrus of Ebers, which was written about 1550 BC in Egypt. The Roman gladiators used to rub their skin with dill before every march. They believed that dill brought good fortune their way. It's also written up in Dioscor's Medica, which was written AD 78, with some more modern than the things written in Egypt before Christ. And Hildegard's Medicine, which was, Hildegard lived from 1098 to 1179. So dill has been around for many, many, many thousands of years. Modern use, it is thought to bring a calming influence if you use it aromatically, diffuse it in the air. Hey, Chuck! It supports a healthy blood sugar level, healthy liver and nervous systems. So, do some research into those. Hi, Chelsea. Do some research into those oils and see if there's something that pops into your head as being interesting for you. I wanted to take a minute, and I don't know how many of you wonder why I'm talking about essential oils or anything, but it's a passion of mine. When I was first introduced to the oils about 10 years ago, I had some pretty spectacular results that I could tell you about personally, but I can't do it on this video. And that started me looking into it. And then I realized, these essential oils are in the Bible so often. And there's no details written about it really, because they never expected the use of essential oils and herbs to fall out of common use. It's kind of like today, think of something you commonly do that you would have no idea in 1,000 years that it would be gone, that people would no longer know how to do it. That's where they were. They did not expect, it was so much part of their everyday life, they never expected people to stop using essential oils in favor of something else. So they didn't go into a lot of detail, but we do know they have found ancient distilleries going back into the 2000 BC, maybe even back further than that. I don't exactly remember. So I began to realize, this is something that God gave us for health. And some people have all of the faith in the world to be able to pray for somebody and expect healing to come immediately. Other people need something tangible to put their hands on, to say, this is going to help me in some way. It's going to give my body what it needs so that my body can heal itself. Things like that. And so that's why I started getting into the essential oils. And of course that led me into other directions. And I'm a very big proponent of getting rid of all of the chemicals that you can out of your house. Because there's so much in our environment that we can't control. We can't control the air quality. We can't control the toxins that are in the ground because of what kind of chemicals people put on let's say the sod before you buy the sod for your lawn. I mean, there's so many things you can't control. The carpet in your house, to be safe, when you put new carpet in your house, you need to open every window in your house and move out for a month and let it off gas, because those are toxins that are going into your body. And the way our bodies work, every time our cells replicate, there could be a tiny, minute change in the DNA, in one little part of our DNA. And every time it replicates, it makes that change. Well, eventually, that's going to affect your kids, your grandkids. I have done some research on that, and that's a long topic. But I just want to get rid of everything that's unnecessary. Natural soap. Look at your shampoos. Look at your the soap that you use in your sink in the kitchen. Your dishwasher detergent, maybe not so much, just because you normally don't touch that wet. But does it have sodium lauryl sulfate in it, SLS, or sodium laureth sulfate, SLES? Those are carcinogenic. And all they do is make it suds more. So you want your shampoo nice and sudsy? Well, okay. Get a natural shampoo and shampoo twice. The first time's going to get rid of the dirt, whatever's making it not suds up too much. And then shampoo it a second time with a little bit more. And you'll get the suds, and you won't be adding all of that stuff to your skin. That's just one of my pet peeves. I've got a lot of them, but this is why I'm into essential oils and health. I believe in doing everything I can to support my body's healthy systems, to try to counteract what I can't control. I have no control over what the cars spew into the air. I'm not somebody who wants to stop all that. Anybody who knows me, you know that. But I do believe I need to protect myself and my family as much as I can, and that's why I'm into essential oils and all of the products that can help us to stay as toxin-free as we can. Y'all have a great day. Thanks so much for signing in and watching. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Linda. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks. Make it a wonderful day. Bye.